Thing is one of Marvel's most iconic characters. The rocky guy we have all known to love has been around since 1961. The Thing, aka that being Ben Grimm, was infected with radiation in space which caused his body to mutate and turn into a giant rock that we all know and love. But what if the Thing continued to mutate and continued to keep turning into more rock-like? Well, thanks to the Marvel comic of What If, dating back to the early 1980s, we were able to find out what would actually happen if the Thing continued to mutate the way he began. The story begins with the Thing being captured by MODOK, who decided to hit his body with more radiation just to see how he would react to it. The Thing was able to escape MODOK and head back for examination by Reed Richards to make sure that everything was okay. Ben explained how the radiation was almost like burning his insides. Reed explains that this is because of the Thing's complex biology. The radiation that MODOK used against him was causing his body to keep mutating into more rocks. So essentially the Thing got really bad eczema. The Thing, already being a complex character, due to him being self-conscious about his looks, decided he was too ugly for anyone to look at him, so he decided to run away and hide so no one will ever have to look at him. He was worried about losing his humanity in his mind, where he might actually lose control and end up attacking all the people that he loves. Alyssa, the Thing's partner, expresses her distress about the Thing running away and how she was worried about him. In this universe, Alyssa didn't actually end up leaving him. She stayed with him the entire time, even if when he was the monstrous Thing. The Human Torch and Mr. Fantastic had set off a tracking device to help them find the Thing and save him from continuing to mutate. The Thing's mutation was getting so bad that his fingers had actually started to fuse together and become more rock-like than his actual hands. After the Fantastic Four had found Ben hiding in a cave all alone, he yells at them, telling them to back off and go away. Reed explains how they all need to stay back from Ben since his body is highly radioactive, since getting near him could cause any damage to them. But Alyssa was too distressed to ignore Reed's advice and decides to get closer to the cave and actually walks inside it to see Ben. Ben kept telling her to back off and go away, but she was so sure that it didn't matter what he looked like, and that she still loved him for being Ben because she knew deep down that's who he still was. The Thing reveals how his body has mutated and shows the glowing radiation is intensifying. He is almost unrecognizable to them since everything about him has almost doubled in size. Reed tells everyone to take cover since he can see that the radiation is intensifying and it looks to be that Ben is about to explode. After the explosion has cleared, they were saved by Invisible Girl, who used a force field to stop the blast, and after everything had cleared they were able to see that the Thing had actually transformed back into Ben. Seeing that there was still a pulse inside his body, they took him back to headquarters to make sure everything was okay. And the story ends here with Ben announcing that he is going to be leaving the Fantastic Four since he is no longer the super strong rock that he once was, and him and Alyssa can get married like they always wanted to. So what we can see from this What If, it probably is a good thing that MODOK did shoot him with that radiation ray. Although it was unpredictable what it could have done to Ben, the outcome was really good. Ben was able to stay with Alyssa, that's great. Not like that horrible 2008 movie or 2005 movie, whatever it was, where she just like looks at him and runs away. Seriously, that stuff had to be heartbroken as a child watching that. So if Ben ever starts to mutate in the main comics, we can see that this is probably going to be a good thing, and he was actually able to find happiness in his life again. If only it happened in the universe where everything is canon. So without even knowing it, MODOK actually saved Ben's life. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel since this is a new channel. I have a TikTok page where I review comics and go over stuff over there. And you are probably looking at one of the biggest nerds on YouTube at the moment. So a subscribe is really much appreciated, and to do any more mini stories like these, just let me know down below. Even though this video is probably going to get around 2 views. So with that being said, see you later.